Another Warhammer 40K battle report. We got Tyranids going against the Space Marines.
Last chance for an army, the Volander army to beat the Tyranids.
The next round in the Tyranids versus all the armies. Got 2,000 points this time. I'll go over my list. 20 Hormigons. 2 of these warriors, they're Venom Thropes. Got a single Zoanthrope. Got this big long line of 20 gargoyles that stretches all the way over there. Another squad of 20 Hormigons. 3 Biovores. 3 Venom Thropes again. Flying Hive, I gotta get their wings, they're magnetized. Flying Hive Tyrant, 3 warriors that are warriors. One of them has a barbed strangler. The Flying Hive Tyrants have 2 sets of twin-linked brain-linked devourers. Have some Hive Guard up in there. 30 Termagants. Termagon with Norn Crown, Exocrine, and in reserve I got 3 Molochs. It's actually more than 2,000 points. I remember like 2,000.
2,100.
Yeah, 2,100, something like that. All right, then let's go over the Space Marine Army.
Okay, for the Salamanders, we have. I guess I'll just start over here. I have 6 Terminators with Chaplain. They are actually in this Land Raider here. I have a Hunter, 6 Devastators. They all have missile launchers. Well, actually 4 have missile launchers, 1 Sergeant, 1 normal person. I combat squadded a group of 10 down to 5. Here's my adjacent defense line with the quad gun. Like I said, I have the Terminators in here. This actually has an assault cannon, and then the twin-linked
oh, that's right, the bolters.
Yeah, on the side.
So that's right. Crusader type, I think.
Yeah. Group of 5 scouts. One has a missile launcher, the sergeant does, and they have camo cloaks. Up here I have another group of 6 devastators, 4 missile launchers, sergeant, normal guy. By the way, these sergeants have melta bombs. Back behind the building I have a rhino. Inside the rhino is the other 5 guys that I combat squadded, one being a missile launcher guy. Right here is a Predator. It's a newer model that I put together. Just got off eBay, kind of put together. Basically, it has 3 las cannons.
1 twin-linked.
Yeah, and then one side up there, on both sides, these sponsons. Drop pod with a command squad led by Terminator. Librarian with Terminator armor. He has 2 psychic powers. I have 3 melta guns and 1 grab gun, and then this is the Apothecary. There's actually, these guys with the melta guns have 3 storm shields. A tactical group with a flamer and a missile launcher in the other drop pod. This is a land speeder Storm with scouts, and then this actual Storm Talon gunship. And we are playing Scouring, so we have 6 objectives.
Got one here that is worth 3 points. There's one in this building that's worth 1. And this one over here is worth 3. So I got 7 on my side.
I have 8 on this side, but this is
2.
There's 1 behind
in that building, that's 2.
And then
the one over here that's where no one is near is worth 4.
So we rolled, we set up, we did all our things. I'm actually going first. He did not steal, and it is not night fighting. So we'll start and see how it goes. Okay, into the Salamanders movement phase. I went ahead and brought in my drop pod, scattered a bit, stayed on the board, but I placed my guys out here, and I'll be shooting at those termagants back there. Over here, this stayed where it was. Everyone stayed where they were, except for these guys jumped up here. They can only snap shoot now. This moved over 6 inches, and this moved up 6 inches of the Land Raider. So that we will go into the shooting phase and see what happens. Okay, shooting and flaming. I did take out about 8 or so of those little 8 or 9. I'm not quite sure how many of those little termagants. I went ahead and did some blasting of Hormigons with this group of guys and took out 4 of those the gargoyles and a couple more of the termagants. This Land Raider went ahead and shot, and Did I try to hit these things? I think I did.
Yeah.
Kill some. Over here, my gun shot at the winged Hive Tyrant, but he made all his saves because he's got like a 2+ save. It's crazy. 2+ cover saves because of those venom throws. This thing shot at the flying Hive Tyrant and missed, but it got a Savant Lock marker on it. And over here, again, I'm hitting. It's just he's got an incredible save, and he's making all those cover saves. It's the end of my turn. I'm going to the first turn materials.
My movement phase. Oh, crap. This guy actually I broke him. He lost a little arm. Most things moved up and ran. Did my movement and running. A lot of psychic powers going off. So, like, onslaught on this guy, onslaught on those Termagants. I'm trying to take out those Marines. Exocrines going over there. Yeah. Hormagants just go through and up there in the valley of fallen dice. And, yeah, so I'm getting up there. I'm already up at their lines. Alright, so shooting phase, Tyranids. Alright, on my turn, basically did nothing. Besides taking out this squad of Space Marines, was Exocrine and a bunch of Devourers in this squad, just took them out. I was able to Paraxium these squad of Devastators, not do anything. This next guy, that Hive Tyrant shot at the Hunter, didn't do anything. The Hive Guard shot at the Hunter, put one glancing hit on it. Yeah, the Hive Guard did that. And then these Bivores shot at those Marines and put a wound on the gun. That's all I was able to do. It was a pretty weak turn. Not that good except for taking out those Marines. Yeah, it's first blood, that's good. And alright, going into Fishman's turn 2.
Okay, rolled my reserves. I was able to get that land speeder in, and I was able to bring in my drop pod. It scattered over there, and I have my guys jumping out right there. The rest of my movement, moved this 6 inches and popped those Terminators out. I moved this over, and I'm just planning on having this guy with the missile launcher shoot. This didn't move, and everyone else stayed where they were. So going into shooting phase, and I'm going to try to shoot this first. Do that one special rule against this, since I missed last time. I'll shoot. Okay, shooting phase is over. Over here, my guys came out of the drop pod. They had 3 Meltas, 2 grav guns. They were able to shoot, take out these 3 Tyranid Biovores. Those guys are dead. Over here, a lot of shooting. Had 2 flying Hive Tyrants very close and ready to attack my guys. They were still flying, so I needed to hit them on 6s. I was able to make one hit, 1/6 with this group of Devastators. He did fall down, and once he was down, I was able to shoot him with the Land Raider, take some additional wounds, and I was actually able to hit him and kill him with this last missile launcher here. So that was actually all of the wounds for that guy. There was another Hive Tyrant that was right there that I was able to take down with this gun right here, and then he fell down and was hurt when he fell down. He had a couple wounds left, and I was able to finish him off with a combination of the Predator shooting his last cannons and this group of Devastators right here. So both of those guys were able to fall down and slay the Warlord. These Terminators who had come out to assault, they actually shot and took out a lot of those gargoyles, and they're actually too far to try to assault now. So that is the end of my turn, and we'll come back with turn 2 for the Tyranids.
Alright, my reserves, my Molochs came in, did absolutely nothing. Moved up and ran most of my guys. These Hormagons didn't run, because they're in a charge. Those guys, Hormagons did. Spawned here, didn't stop spawning. And moved everything up. Getting Hormagons are going to shoot too, trying to take these guys out. And the Hive Guard are going to shoot at that Hunter. And yeah, I'm going into shooting and assault. Alright, on my assault phase, here, these guys, both these units charged in, I was able to take out everyone, all the veterans with the warriors, so Termagants didn't do anything, and the librarian couldn't kill anyone in return since the warriors went first and killed everyone. Over there, Hormagants attacked in, did a lot of wounds, but he rolled really well. Only 2 or 3 guys died. 3 left, but now they can't be shot, so it's pretty good. And yeah, that's basically all for assaults. Shooting, I don't know if I went over, but it didn't go very well. Yeah, I blew up a rhino and killed a couple of Terminators. I think that's about it. No, that was actually by the Moloch. I don't know. It's getting late. We'll come back to Space Marines turn 3.
Okay, Salamanders turn 3. First off, I went ahead and got my last reserve item in. Brought this Storm Tyranid. Went ahead and moved this 6 inches, shifted it. Those guys are just still standing right there. This actually shifted just to get movement. Those Terminators just moved up a little bit, just to see what shooting is able to weaken as far as those 2 big monstrous creatures. These guys just shifted to contest this, capture it, but the missile launcher didn't move. The rest of these guys at the building just stood where they were. Over here, this tank shifted to get a better line of sight on the Tyranids, and this little land speeder shifted as well. So that's my movement phase, and we're going to go forward with shooting. Okay, shooting update. Went ahead and shot the Land Raider against those 8 gargoyles and took out 6 of them, I believe, or 5. Then, with this group, I shot 1 shot and this missile launcher to kill 2 more of them, or maybe the last 3, I can't remember, but they were finally wiped out. It took me so many shots. I think I helped with these guys. I shot at the big monster, and in the process there's like a blast that killed the last one. Over here I had shifted these guys up, so some of these things were snap firing. I did shoot at the big Tyranid Moloch. He took a wound, and then in shooting this gun right here, and the Space Marine squad at him, he took another wound. Everything else I was hitting, but I was not wounding, so basically all I did, including shooting this guy, was take 2 wounds away from him and take out all those Terminators. I think the Terminator shots would have taken a wound, but went ahead and charged the Terminators, and right now we're going to go into assault. A sliver of success. The Librarian's still in combat. He was able to insta-kill one of the warriors, but he's still holding out with 1 point. And over here, the Terminators were able to take the last 4 wounds away from the Moloch. They consolidated backwards. Over here, we had a tight combat. 1 Space Marine and 1 Hormagant died. So we'll come back with Tyranids turn 3. Yeah, end of 3. In my movement, I moved my so Venom Thumps out a little bit. Termagants moved out a little bit. Spawned some Termagants. 12 moved and they ran. Termagants back there. And Moloch moved over to either attack the Terminators or the Land Raider, and the Hormagant did the same thing, but they'll either attack those Space Marines or those Terminators. I'm going into my shooting and assault. Alright, in my shooting phase, Exocrine shot all his shots into those Terminators and killed 1 and put a wound on the chaplain. The other shooting, Hive Guard, took out the quad gun over there, and then these Termagants shot all their shots into the Devastators and only killed 2 Marines, and they were the guys with problem missile launchers, so that kind of sucked. Charges, these guys tried to charge into here, couldn't make it. Moloch charged into the Terminators and made it, and the Hormagants multi-charged those Space Marines and the Terminators.
there's still assault going there, and an assault going here. Alright, so we'll be back with those assault results. Alright, in assaults, the Terminators were killed with help from the Moloch and the Hormigons. 2 Marines were killed from the Hormigons as well, so they multi-assaulted. And 3 Hormigons were killed and were also killed by retaliation here. The Warriors finally took out the Librarian, so everyone's consolidated out of there, over there. Hormigons didn't do anything, I think 1 Hormigon died. So yeah. Trying to breach the wall, but they're just not doing anything at it.
Okay, movement phase. I moved the Hunter 6 inches to the left. I moved the Land Raider back 6 inches. These Space Marines got closer to this capture point, and the Scouts ran back a little bit. Over here, my Scouts jumped out of the Land Speeder, and that moved up 12 inches right there. And now in the shooting phase, we'll see what happens. Okay, in shooting, I did run that and shifted over to that little capture point. Also in the shooting phase, I shot this Predator at the Moloch. I shot the Storm Talon at the Moloch. Basically everything that I could at the Moloch. Some things I needed 6s and stuff to wound, but I was able to take 3 wounds away. So I shot Predator, Storm Talon, and the Land Raider. Took 3 wounds away, and then also killed 1 little Termigon over here. So it's the end of my turn, and we'll go in. Well, no, actually we have assaults to do, these 2 large assaults. Tyranids swarming over the last of these Space Marine defenders. In assault, 1 Space Marine died. The sergeant's still standing up. He took 1 down. He's still alive. Over here, the 3 Space Marines were assaulted. They were able to kill 1 and were able to make all their saves. So it's the end of this turn. We'll go into turn 5. Oh yeah, bottom of turn 4.
Alright, so my turn, both my Psychers to the left, the one throw up and Turbogon caught with Dominion. He spawned, but he spawned out, spawned 8 guys, they're right there. Turbogon's moved up, ran to get over here. This moved up to all these guys getting the range of shooting, and these guys took good cover. Moloch came in because he burrowed last turn, I forgot to say. He killed all the scouts over there, so that was really good. Moloch moved up here to probably assault the whatever it's called, Land Raider, and Turbogon moved up to give synapse to everyone. Yeah. So now we're going into shooting and charge assaults. Alright. In my shooting phase, Turbogon Devourers shot up, killed 2 Devastators. They fell back, but they're not off the board, and they'll regroup next turn. Exocrine moved so he couldn't get a better ballistic skill, shot at the Predator and did nothing. The Hive Guard shot at the Scouts, and since they ignore cover and have AP4, they just killed 3 Scouts. They made their leadership. There was not much other shooting. Mostly just running. And charges, this guy charged into the Land Raider. Moloch charged Land Raider. And so now we're going into assault. There's assault that lonely devastate all those Hormigons. Can't kill 1 guy. All these Hormigons here can at least do something. And now this Moloch, he can actually try to do something. Let's go into those assaults. Alright, so in assault, finally those guys took out that last guy. They consolidated that last Devastator. Over there, Hormigons killed 1, and the Space Marines did nothing. So assault did pretty good this turn. And then Moloch was only able to do 1 whole point on the Land Raider. That's it. So now going into Space Marines turn 5.
Okay, just going to recap movement and shooting. I went ahead and regrouped these guys. They could just shoot snap fires when they did. They didn't do anything. They tried to shoot at some of these hormagaunts over here. Start over here, I guess. That didn't move. This moved up 6 inches, the Land Raider. This shifted over 6 inches. This went into hover mode and went close to there, to that objective. And that was all of movement. As far as shooting, like I said, these guys tried to snap fire. They missed. These Space Marines shot. I think they may have killed one little termagant. This Land Raider really shot bad and just killed like 5 of them. I mean, they were within double shot distance, but they just killed 5. Over here, this was able to take out 1, and this one right here, the land speeder actually took out a bunch, so we've diminished them down a bit to, I don't know, 7 or 8 guys. Over here, the only other bit of shooting was this Storm Talon. I went ahead and shot the assault cannon and then the 2 blasts and took out a couple guys there. So that's the end of my turn. There's actually an assault phase here, and let's go ahead and do that, because if I lose this assault, the game's pretty much over. So if you want to do that on film, there's... Okay, we're going to roll that assault.
This is for all the 14 hormagaunts, and it hits those Space Marines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits.
Okay, so now they're going to have a wound.
It's pretty bad.
5s, I think.
Yeah, 5s. 1, 2, 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Okay, so I need 3 wounds to keep those guys alive. 3 saves. And I missed 1, so 1 guy dies, and he'll go ahead and do his 1 assault back. Hits on a 4, and that's a wound. So 1 guy dies, and it's a tied combat. So we'll come back and come back with Tyranids.
Alright, moving phase, move those guys, try to take out that Land Raider. These guys came over here to capture this objective. Moloch stayed put. Hive Guard moved up, he had to take out the Hunter or the plane. Turbogun moved over to take out the plane, and these guys moved to take this objective. The Hormagaunts just stayed put since they're not really going to do anything anyways. So we're going to shooting and assault. For assault, I assaulted the Land Raider, dual assault there, and that guy, Moloch, assaulted the Predator. So we'll come back with the results from that. Alright. I forgot to say, in shooting, I did take out that airplane. Those guys moved there. Here I assaulted, and we wrecked I was able to just glance it to death. So yeah, just on its side or whatever. Yeah, it just wrecked. Over there I assaulted that, took out a las cannon and immobilized it. Only has 1 hull point left though. And over here I wasn't able to kill the last Space Marine. He survived.
So this is to see if the game ends. If it ends, Greendawnify will win.
No, it keeps going. This will be back with Space Marine turn 6.
Okay, it comes down to this capture point. I shot everything in my arsenal, which is not much. It included the 2 drop pods, included that multi-melta and the heavy bolter, these these plasma blast cannons. I mean, these guys shot a couple blasts. All these Space Marines shot at it, and even the Hunter tried to hit it with a 6, but took them down like from 9 guys to 3. They failed their leadership, but they ran back closer to it. But that's the end of my turn, and he's got 1 turn left. So we'll come back with that.
We just did my instinctive behavior turn. Since I messed up and this unit and the Termagants weren't in, they failed. They were still falling back anyways. They rolled double 6 off the board edge. They're off, but we're just gonna end the game. We still win. I still win. Just got 1 point here with the Warriors holding their 3 points. I'm holding that, and Volanders 2. I have First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Line. We ran out of battery. We got some new ones. So we went over the score. Volander had 2. He had Slay of the Warlord. But I had the 3 points. I had 6 points, 6 to 2 basically.
6 to 3, 2, and then Slay the Warlord.
Oh yeah, 6 to 3.
You had Slay the Warlord, First Blood,
Linebreaker, and then these 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, if I could have had this guy survive, at least take those points away, I don't know if that would have changed the result. He would have lost 2. I still think he would have won.
Alright, so
Good game.
yeah. So we'll be back from battle reports, and yeah, thanks for watching.